Welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean Collins, in helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So Happy New Year. Welcome to 2022. It's going to be an exciting year. These are going to be your tarot readings for the North Node by sign and house for January 2022. And remember, you're going to want to watch two videos, one for your North Node by sign and one for your North Node by house. If you're going to notice, there could be a little bit of a different look. Ever since December 27th, we had a complete power outage at our place due to a major winter storm. So we had to take the show on the road, so to speak, and we were at my friend's business, and they were kind enough to let us film here. So if it looks a little different, that's the reason why. So let's get started on the videos. Okay, so this is going to be your monthly tarot reading for January 2022 for everybody with their North Node in Capricorn and or the 10th house. So I'm going to connect to the energies and we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, so as always, the spread on this side of the table represents the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th, and then this side represents from the 16th of the month to the end of the month. Okay, so a couple of things that are going on right off the bat. All right, I can see that a lot of you are struggling with some things, but in particular, feeling like basically almost like a feeling of like struggling with life, and I'm seeing like it could be like a feeling of like lackluster or like a lack of motivation and drive. So lack of motivation, lack of drive, and not really being able to maybe be optimistic about the future a little bit. And I can see a lot of you, there's been some things that you've been struggling with. I'm getting that for you North Nodes in Capricorn, and it could have to do with just over fall or over the holidays. And there's some old like inner demons in your life that have come up, different situations I could see that have maybe have arisen, and that or will, you're going to be dealing with that the first half of this month, okay? And just kind of feeling like that. And I just want to say, look, it's going to be okay. I know it doesn't feel great right now. It feels a little bit like the energy I'm feeling for a lot of you is like, it doesn't, there could be some excitement, but then it's deep down inside you, it could feel like, yeah, I don't know if I have the energy or motivation or drive, just because I can see you've been dealing with a lot in various aspects of your life. Okay, there is a way out, okay, from this. And what it is that, it's almost like the thing that comes up is, even though money and income is important to us all, it's not the same. Like money and success and income is not the same for everybody. Even though we all recognize the need for it, some people don't really like hunger for success, and that's okay on a lot of levels. But it can kind of be like with your North Node in Capricorn. Remember, this is a lifetime for you to leave your comfort zone, areas of comfort, which traditionally could be related around like, close relationships, family relationships, or being comfortable, in a job, or just being comfortable in general, and going out and, following that Capricorn North Node in that 10th house, which is, kind of seeking success. But remember, it's not, you're not seeking it for just the sake of success itself. You're seeking it to learn how, by you going out of your comfort zone and being uncomfortable, you actually gain more comfort. Because that's what I'm seeing for this first half. A lot of you just like, there's gnawing things that are feeling uncomfortable that you're having to deal with, and I can see it's kind of getting old. But remember, like, what you want to do is, whatever it is in your life, and there will be situations that will come up that are kind of constantly trying to knock you out of your comfort zone, and it's not fun. That could be through relationships and work and career, family. I mean, it can get old, and I can see that, okay? But the way to get comfortable is to get uncomfortable, okay? And that sounds weird, but it's absolutely true. And so, what do you need to do this first half of the month? Definitely think about what it is in your life that you want to do out there that might seem super uncomfortable, but like basically to dream big. Like, what is it that you want to do? Because with your North Node in, Capricorn and or the 10th house, success out in the world can be yours. Okay? You might not desire it. That's what I was talking about before. You might not desire success and money and all that, and that's fine. But it can be yours. And the thing that you'll find is, the more you move out of that comfort zone and reach for something other than what you have in your comfortable world, when you reach for more, you'll gain more comfort. And so that's why this is coming up. Now the second half of the month, I'm seeing like for a lot of you, it could be something to do with a relationship, either family, friend, romantic, or work. But there could be a situation of disruption, okay? Something that has disruption, maybe that this thing has reached to a point where something has to change. It might not feel comfortable. And I want you to know this. I'm seeing this energy, the second half of January 2022. There's a very similar energy for a lot of the North Nodes. We're all kind of going through it to a certain... There's quite a few of the North Nodes that are going through a similar thing. And partly that has to do with Venus retrograde that is going on this month. And we are really, really evaluating all the different relationships in our life. But I can see that there's going to be something that comes up, and realize that it's going to come up for the reason to kick you into gear, to really get on your optimal path, your optimal timeline. It's there to kick you into gear. That's what, when there are disruptions in people's lives, okay, it's to motivate, and I used this analogy on an earlier video, okay, today, not for this North Node, but I gave the example of if someone maybe hasn't taken a great care of their health, let's say, but then all of a sudden they're faced with a huge health challenge. Well, we've all heard stories where people all of a sudden they have a huge health challenge. They completely change their life. They change their diet. They start taking care of themselves because the thing that happened motivated them to action. So when disruption happens in our life, it's there to motivate us to make changes that we need to make. Now, if something happens that is a disruption in a relationship situation or a job situation or whatever it is, it's there to motivate you because you have so much more to give to the world. You have so much more to give. And there are many, many people in life that have different astrological charts, different north nodes, okay, that don't actualize their full potential. And it's okay. It's okay that they don't, because we are given many, many lifetimes and we're all on a path of learning. But there is a chance when people just don't, they don't get it, and they'll have other lifetimes to get it. Excuse me. But one of the things that this is saying is that when a person with a North Node in Capricorn and or the 10th house, when they follow their path, get out of their comfort zone, like a baby bird, it's uncomfortable getting kicked out of the nest because it needs to learn to fly. It's leaving its comfortable nest. That disruption allows it so much more freedom. It can fly, it can gather food, it can be self-sufficient. Okay, that's what this disruption is trying to teach you. And the other thing that's coming the second half of the month regarding, the relationship thing, there could be a financial element of, instability that could come up with that, and fear. And again, that's a motivator, okay? So I want to make it very clear, when disruptions happen in our life, they're not punishments. They are there to help to motivate us. It happens and it motivates us to move in a new direction, just like that health issue I brought up with somebody and then they changed their life. We've all seen these miraculous transformations. Someone goes from being completely unhealthy and out of shape to just transforming their life. Or a baby bird who is completely dependent on the mother and father birds to feeding it and taking care of it. Finally, it's time for that bird to fly, and they have to jump out of the nest, or they get booted out of the nest because they need to learn that. And so the last thing I want to leave you with this is, remember that people with this North Node can give huge contributions to the world. Like, you have gifts and ideas within you when you follow your path to success that who knows what it is, but it can be of a huge benefit. The more successful you are in your life, that's giving to the world. Those are the people that have breakthrough inventions that are just motivational to people. I mean, whatever the gift is that you have to give, when you gain your success, that's a gift to the world, okay? So, go out there and be able to go out of your comfort zone and dream big. Dream of where you want to go, like where are your passions, no matter how scary it seems. Be willing to take little steps out of your comfort zone. You don't have to jump completely out of the nest. You can just start by jumping up on the edge and kind of looking over and walking around the nest. You don't have to jump out right away, but as long as you're making steps forward, that's what we're talking about. So anyway, good work. Make it a great month. We're going to have a great year. Much love, many blessings. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you could, it would be much appreciated if you could hit the like button. Maybe send out a quick comment, just like thanks, hi, whatever it is, because all of that interaction helps us with the algorithm gods and helps us grow the channel. So much love, much appreciation, and we'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings.